Works committee. What is the main object of works committee? It is to do investigation and settlement of industrial disputes. Okay, this is the main object. Its purpose is to smooth away the frictions that might arise in day-to-day work. The frictions or disputes that arise in day-to-day work, it is to settle those disputes. What are the methods used by works committee? The methods are conciliation, mediation, voluntary negotiation, and arbitration. The works committee can use all these methods. What is not included in works committee? The decisions on important matters such as alteration in service conditions by nationalization. These types of decisions or matters are not included under the purview of works committee. The findings of works committee are advisory or recommendatory only, not mandatory or binding on the employer. The employer is not bound by these findings. He has the final power to decide to implement them. Okay, it is up to the employer to implement them. In campaign CO versus its workman case, it was said that although the decision is not mandatory, but they do have great weight. They are of value. What is the constitution or structure of works committee? It is the moment order is made for establishment of an industry under section 3(1). Okay, the moment it is made, the employer is bound to establish works committee. Okay, what are the conditions? The establishment should be an industry under section 2J. The workmen should be workmen under section 2S. There should be at least 100 or more workmen. The order should be issued by appropriate government. There should be equal representatives in the works committee from employer and workmen. Let's have a quick summary. The main object of works committee is to investigate and settle industrial disputes. Its purpose is to smooth away frictions that might arise in day-to-day work. What are the methods used by works committee? They are conciliation, mediation, voluntary negotiation, and arbitration. What's not included under the purview of works committee? It is decision on important matters as alteration in service conditions by nationalization. The findings of work committee are advisory or recommendatory only. They are not mandatory or binding on the employer. The employer has the final power to decide to implement them. In campaign company versus its workmen, it was said that although the decision is not mandatory, but they do have great weight. They are of value. What is the constitution or structure of works committee? The moment an order is made for the establishment of an industry under section 3(1), the employer is bound to establish works committee. The conditions are: establishment should be an industry under section 2J. The workman should be a workman under section 2S. There should be at least 100 or more workmen. The order should be issued by appropriate government. There should be equal representation from employer and workmen. So this was works committee. Next, we will see conciliation, in which we will study conciliation officer and conciliation board in next video.